Let me pull up this next story here from Blaze. This is crazy. CEO says 2/3 of ammunition deliveries have gone missing with UPS. That's a lot of ammo. So where is it now? All right. Maybe this is just one company. Patrick Collins, CEO of the gunfood.com, says he's lost thousands of dollars worth of ammo because customers' orders don't always seem to make it to their doors, especially when delivering with UPS. He says about 18,000 rounds of ammo shipped through UPS. Only a third were actually delivered. So where is it going? Okay. Now hold on. One company.
First off, 18,000 rounds of ammo is
right.
not
nothing,
very much.
Nothing.
No.
So my first thought when I see this story is particularly sensational.
Yes.
Also kind of alarming if it is part of something greater. And I think that's kind of what they're hinting at, that things are starting to break down. So you've got now, they're going to be hiring 87,000 IRS agents, and they're giving them hollow points. Right? They bought hollow points for the IRS.
Oh, man.
And then Gates introduced that legislation that was like, no, we're not going to give them ammunition. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so it's just, the reason I bring this story up is not to insinuate that one company seeing their ammo go missing is indicative of a collapse, but just like it's another grain of sand in this heap with IRS agents being armed with Taiwan, that maybe the fourth turning is upon us. You're familiar with Strauss Out. Yeah. What do you think? And do you think this plays anything into it?
I mean, there's a lot of people. I'm not sure what I think about cycles. I'm generational cycles. I mean, like, I know enough about physics to know all energy moves in waves and cycles. So it's almost certainly they seem to make a lot of sense, right? I don't know. And then fourth turning is just one of many different historical cycle type things. I don't think you have to know anything about cycles. Just look around and be like, a lot of shit is hitting a lot of fans right now.
What do you think happens to a city like New York if the supply chain just was halted?
All right, well, so not this past winter, but 2 winters ago, I can tell you what happens to a city like Austin when the supply chain breaks. Because I was there for the winter apocalypse.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember
this?
Yeah. Okay, so like I grew up driving in, I spent 7 years in Chicago. I know how to drive in snow. And no one in Texas did, because it's all Texans and Californians.
My first year in Dallas, I remember having to drive everyone around because they couldn't do it.
They have no idea. And so it snowed a lot. And so for 7 days, basically everyone was locked in. But really for 4 days, everything was truly down. By the beginning of the fourth day, one of the people who worked, I was still at my company, who worked for my company, she lived like 8 blocks from the office, was walking into the office, right? Because we were all remote, so like we could keep working. She had people trying to rob her, but like these are clearly not professionals. It was like a dude who was hungry, right? And I mean, my company was 75 people full time in Austin at that point. And they were all like millennials who were like, LOL, I have Cheetos in my freezer. I don't know that's all I have. Like I had to drive. I had just gotten a cow slaughtered. And so I literally drove like 200 pounds of meat in to the office. And then a bunch of them walked in to get it.
Wow.
Dude, shit went nuts there. There was 5 and 6 hour lines to get like a bag of pasta.
Yeah.
It was bad, man. And this wasn't even like the grid didn't go to, grid kind of went down a little bit, but like it was bad.
This is what I'm talking about when I tell people, like when I do a pitch for emergency food, I'm talking about this.
Yes.
And like sometimes it rains.
Yes.
So, but you get all these leftists that are like mocking the idea, and then when it actually happens,
yeah,
this is why I think they're going to eat each other. Like it's going to be, and that's like, bro.
But I think part of
do you see the New York Times already saying the time for cannibalism or whatever? They're writing about it.
Listen, go ahead, have fun. You're in New York. Go eat your neighbor. I don't care. No, seriously, I don't. If they want to
eat your neighbor.
No, if you want to belong to a death cult, then you get to reap the consequences. I don't.